Everybody's good to go. We got Callie with us. Callie, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you. Looking forward to the big game tomorrow night, I guess.
I am. The whole team is.
Oh, it's got to be exciting. Northern Guilford, big game at their place. It's been a good year for you, too.
It has. Everyone has gotten better since the summer. So, there's nothing else you can say, but we've gotten better, so we're ready.
Tough loss last night against Andrews, 49-47. I saw that. I knew that was going to be a tough game. That would be a battle. But that might be a good game to get ready for tomorrow night, too.
Yes, it will be a good game.
How do you see the team going into that game against Northern? What's the feeling going in? Team overall atmosphere, team attitude, team mode, you think?
Well, today we had a good practice. We worked on some things that would help us get better. Coach really prepared us for the game, and everyone is stepping up and getting mentally prepared for it tomorrow.
How about Coach Chris Britton? Since she took over the team a couple of years ago, you've been with her about the whole way now. What's it been like playing for and working, I guess, in some ways, to Coach Britton?
I love Coach B. She has really pushed me to become a better player. She's a great coach. She won a state championship game at Dudley.
Sure did.
So she knows what she's talking about. Everyone loves her. There's no issues, no problems.
And what about, she mentioned a while back, told me that sometimes she'll bring maybe former players like Helen Terry, Brianna Patterson, bring some of those girls into your practice.
Right.
It's kind of fun to go against some of the girls.
It was very fun. It definitely got us ready for the next game. They were very aggressive, and we really needed that. Andrews was also aggressive last night, so we're getting prepared for Northern tonight. So.
Exactly. What about you look at some of the big games, some of the big wins? Because I know you beat Eastern Alamance this year. That was a big win.
It was a good win. Everyone was just focused and keying in on what we need to do. We stopped the key players, the posts, the guards, and we just got them frustrated, and they really couldn't respond to that. So our defense was good.
What is your role with the team, the Eastern Guilford Wildcats? What's your role, and what do you do to help this team work to get this team, make them better?
My roles are to be an encourager, to score, to assist, and to work on my weaks and strengths to make everyone else on the court look well.
And what about some of these teammates? I think it's Leasia Williamson. Talk about her as a teammate, because she moves pretty quick.
She's very athletic. Ariel, Leah, and I, we get along very well on the court. She loves to drive and finish on the floater or just get to the rim. She's also have worked on her shot. It's gotten a lot better throughout the years, so she just complements everyone's game.
What about this young kid? I've been reading about this. I think it's Jasmine Harris, the young freshman.
Yes, Jasmine. She is a powerhouse in the paint. She has helped us a lot with rebounds and finishing and putting it back up, so we really needed a post like that.
And she's doing a good job for you, too.
She has.
Giving you some good key minutes. I'm sure I can almost envision the matchup tomorrow night. She's about 6'2". That freshman, Elisa Canane, about 6'3" for Northern. That's going to be a battle in the middle tomorrow night.
It is. She's ready for it.
Yeah, it's a good. I think you match up well against them. Both teams 9-2 conference going in. I don't think you'd ask for a better game on the way in as far as head-to-head goes. Right. Have you played them once already this year, Northern?
Yes. We did not play them once at Northern. They played us at Eastern, and we lost. But we're ready to play them again, so we're going to be ready.
I know you're looking forward to it. You don't want to talk about it too much because it's an important game.
Right, it's very important.
But you're looking forward to it, I know.
Yes, sir.
You're kind of envisioning the opportunities and kind of loving the chance to go get them tomorrow night.
Yes.
How about these questions for you? Other than your coaches, who's been the biggest influence in your life and your basketball career?
I have to say my parents. My parents have pushed me over the summers during AAU to go to a trainer at GDS. Have gotten better.
Who's the GDS trainer?
His name is Coach Ken Allen.
Ken Allen, Mark, he got a mention here last week too. Somebody was talking about Ken last week. I think it was, who was talking about Ken? One of the players. He does a good job.
He really does. But my parents have really pushed me to become a better person, have a better character out on and outside of the court. So that I've really been influenced by them.
What about the part of your game that's gotten better, like you said, since last year?
The parts of my game that have gotten better is being a better leader. I would be very quiet on the court my junior year. I wouldn't say too much. So Coach B is working with me on my leadership. So I'm able to, encourage the team when we're down. And let's say we're down by 10 points. The game's not over. So I'm always there to just pump them up. Get them excited.
What I remember you for in a lot of ways, that Southwest Guilford game over at their place last year was right after Christmas, around the 1st of January. You get whatever gave the Cowgirls just a heck of a game last year. I think you may have lost maybe that last second shot by LaShawn DeMont. But anyway, you did very well. I think what's happened this year, you've had other girls you were carrying a lot of the load last year about that time. You've had other girls stepping up this year, helping you out, and the team has gotten better. I guess all the way around, the balance of the team has gotten better.
Yes. Everyone has gotten better since the summer. All the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Ariel, she has really stepped up with her 3-point shots. Like, her shots fall down mostly all the time. Leasia is she's been a great ball handler. She finishes a lot in the paint, and she's worked on her shot on the outside, so the threes are falling for her too.
You take a look at a few other things here we talk about too. What's your best shot or your best move, you think?
I would say my best move is, it's a dribble off a three-point shot and going to my mid-range.
Do you like to have a screen, or you rather shoot without the screen?
I'd rather have a screen.
Yeah.
I have a screen.
Is it ever? I mean, I remember playing some basketball days. Sometimes it was kind of tough to try to make my mind. If I got to know which way do I want to go, inside, lower part of the screen, or the upper top of the screen? Which is a better spot for you? Where do you find more success?
Over the top.
I thought so. Because I'm still about in my head the other day. I'm sorry, I got to get this screen now correct. If I go inside, the defense can be right. If I go to the outside, I can actually utilize the screen.
Right.
Excellent, excellent. What have you learned from your head coach, Coach Britton? You talked about a little bit of that before. What's Coach Britton instilled in you and taught you?
She's taught me how to be mentally tougher and focused for the next level in college. So, and I'm not only just getting ready for the next game as we have for the rest of the season. I'm getting prepared for college and going up against those big girls who have been in the game for a while and who are mentally and physically stronger than I am. So.
Do you have another sport that you like other than basketball?
Yes. In middle school, I played soccer, I ran track, and I did softball.
Were you busy back then, huh? Wow.
Yes.
I bet your cardiovascular conditioning is pretty good playing all those.
It's pretty good. I'm still working on it.
Yeah. Do you still do some of those other sports now?
I know I do not run track. I do not play soccer. And I don't do softball. Since I had a knee injury, I was going to rest my knee for the season coming up, so I was not going to play any sports.
Full-time basketball player now.
Yes.
You got any thoughts about those colleges yet? Are they starting to pop into your mind where you might want to go?
I haven't decided yet. I have several colleges on my mind, but I'm really not comfortable sharing those right now.
You like to kind of keep your college or your game of choice right now is Northern Guilford. That's all you're focused on right now.
Yes, that's the game.
The game
the
at hand.
game.
Absolutely. MVP in Sunday's Super Bowl. We can relax and talk about the Super Bowl. Do you have an MVP for either team in that game, or do you have a winner? Who do you think will win, New England or maybe Seattle?
I'm going to go for Seattle, but I mean, I don't really watch NFL that much, but I'm just going to watch the game, but I'm just going to go for Seattle a little bit.
Go with Seattle, go with Russell Wilson and those guys. What about a favorite class at Eastern Guilford?
My favorite class is science. I have to say anatomy is my favorite class.
Wow.
I want to be a physical therapist when I get older, so that's one of the classes that I have to take in college also.
Who's the teacher?
Miss Jones.
Miss Jones.
Jones.
Shout out Miss Jones. And have you done any dissection yet?
Not yet. We'll be doing it next week.
Next week. What are you going to be working on? Do you know?
Cats. Dissecting cats.
Yeah, I did those back when, man, we did that back when I was in that course years ago. Used to teach some of that. Did the cats, did the rabbits, did the dogs.
Right.
We spent every penny we could find. Got all those at Carolina Biological Supply. I don't know if they're still there or not. That used to be the big company. Used to order for those guys all the time. Least favorite class, the hardest class. Put it that way.
I have to say math.
Math is tough.
Math. Yes.
Here's a question, kind of a generic type, but again, you can elaborate if you want to. How do you beat Northern Guilford, that next team on your schedule? How do you beat them?
We have to, we just have to get in their heads. We have to start off in a high tempo. We can't get mad if our first shots are not falling. We just got to keep pushing and keep encouraging each other and listen to our coach and listen for her recipe of success and just keep playing.
Let me ask you this, other than yourself, let's put you up there, or somebody on your team, who do you think's the best girls player high school basketball in Guilford County? Who do you think the best is?
Right now?
Yeah. Currently, who do you think?
Guilford County. I have to say the girl from Southwest, the sophomore now.
The one we mentioned, Monk,
Yes,
LaShonda?
LaShonda.
Thumbs up, LaShonda Monk. If you could go back and do it all over again, do you do it the same way or maybe make some changes along the way? Anything different?
Other than our defense. Coach B has worked on our defense, push stepping and beating our man to the spot, and boxing out. Rebounding is key. I would change all that.
Make that stronger, make that better. Things you could do, probably you can even work on those now too. Those are as they used to talk, correctable errors.
Right, those are.
How about 20 years down the road? Where do you see Callie Patterson? Where do you see herself?
I see myself as a physical therapist, successful, probably having a family by now, but that can wait. But being successful in my career.
Education comes first, right?
Comes first.
Absolutely. Team MVP in basketball or number one academically in your class? Which one would you choose there?
Number one academically in my class.
Going to take it a lot further, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. ACC commissioner, the commissioner of the ACC, John Swafford, comes in, makes a big statement. Callie Patterson, you can attend any school in the Atlantic Coast Conference you want to. You'll start there next year. Which school in the ACC would you choose? There's a lot of them out there now.
I would choose Carolina, North Carolina.
Take the Tar Heels.
Yes.
Is that your favorite school?
That is my favorite college school.
Do you own any Carolina blue?
I have some Carolina shirts, get some
Gotcha.
jackets.
But
Yeah.
what do you wear? Here's a crazy question. This came out of the blue. Brand new question. What do you wear to school on game day? Anything particular on game day?
When we have a home game, everybody just wears what they want to wear.
Mm-hmm.
When we are away, we wear our Nike Elite sweats. They're black and white. So Coach B really hooked us up this year with some nice sweats.
Kind of like that. Nike all the way. The Holt brothers from Eastern Guilford. You remember what sport they played? The Holt brothers? Tori and Terrence?
In what sport?
Yeah, what sport? Remember what sport they played? They were
Football.
Eastern. Yep, that's right.
Football.
The superstar football players, the Holt brothers. We take a photograph, a snapshot of your basketball life. What do we see?
You see a huge growth from middle school to high school. Huge growth. I'm understanding the game more, but I still have a lot to learn. My game in general has gotten better. It's not where it needs to be, but it's gotten better. And I'm working on just being focused more on the more important things instead of distractions.
Listen, you sound like you got your confidence level up. That feels good going in.
Yes.
If you maintain it, just stepped it up two more notches. You'll be ready for tomorrow night for sure.
Yes.
Callie, good job on your part.
Thank you.
Let Ariel come in next and tell your parents keep up the good work too. They've done a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Callie Patterson with us, Eastern Guilford.